Should we start?
Yes, please.
Namaskar, welcome. Today, we have a very special guest, Dr. Bala Ramani from Hanover. Welcome to Diversity and Sustainability Talk. Diversity and Sustainability Talk is a project of Shakti e.V. and SIM Hochschule Bremen. Shakti e.V. is a community, social and cultural organization based in Bremen. In the past 7 years, Shakti e.V. with more than 50 organizations in 23 countries and approximately 70 cities around the world working together. SIM e.V. has always supported Shakti e.V. and we are always working together. And Shakti e.V. is grateful for this. Today, we have Dr. Bala Ramani, very known face. He is politician, social service, and friends, leaders, educator, scientist, everything, whatever you say. So welcome, Bala Ramani ji.
Thank you. Thank you, Rajeshri, for the invitation.
Thank you. May I request, please tell about yourself, your journey a little bit.
Yeah, there's not much to say, right? I mean, yeah, I am born in a small village in the state of Tamil Nadu in India. So it's my town, Tanjore, it's called Rice Bowl of India. So grew with a lot of nature and rice fields and a lot of agriculture. After my schooling, I studied bachelor in zoology and then marine biology in masters. So, and I came to Germany in 2000 after my masters and continued my PhD at the Leibniz University, Hanover. I continued to stay in Hanover for the last 22 years and work at the Leibniz University all the time. So quite stable, let's say, position for me at Hanover and as a citizen of Hanover for almost all the time. And and from 2000, let's say 4-5 after PhD, I did involve in establishing youth organization working in the field of agriculture and supported Indo-German vocational center establishment in Cologne and establishing Indian Students in Germany platform and Indian Association in Hanover, World Academy of Young Scientists based in Paris, a few of the things to say, and quite interested in international affairs. So I continue to work on that, and around 10 years in the national, let's say, politics of national party, but basically from Hanover, Social Democratic Party of Germany, and at different levels. To keep it short, that's a little bit of life journey as of now.
You are involved in various social projects. What are the interesting factor about these things? What are the interesting things for you for these kind of social projects or like various projects?
See, living together is essence of everything. So wherever I can, wherever is possible, wherever time permits and opportunity arises, I do my best. We have a school in India, which we are taking care as a family. It's a 100 years old school in our village. It's around 120 students are studying, all from the surrounding villages. Their parents' profession is basically agriculture. It's basically free for school where the government provides the support for their, let's say, books and uniform and all those things, and of course noon meal food. We are taking care of the complete maintenance, infrastructure, and everything to do with the school as well. So this is a small support system, and I do some support for the educational projects in Africa and here in Hanover, of course, as I said, Indian Association, but also now supporting Ukrainian situation where I am also a member, and a few other like migrant society here in Hanover, migrant associations. So yeah, few other things that's whenever time permits, try to get involved. Yeah.
You are the initiator, founder of Indian Student in Germany. So and you really spread a good network. What are the challenges you face? Because people organizing at one place, creating at one place is very hard, I can understand. But you created multiple cities, multiple students, many thousands and thousands of students. What are the challenges was there?
Yeah, to get the trust right, I think trust is everything. Because you cannot just, first of all, treating students with respect. That was for very important, and they were not part of the wide-ranging discussions of the Indian diaspora. They had their own challenges, whether it's studies or maybe financing, or maybe when they are sick, what happens, the new students coming in, obviously they need guidance. So there are quite a bit of factors come together, and yeah, we thought what best could can happen, that the students take care of themselves, but they need a structure, they need support, and they need fast contact with the missions. And so with the great support from the Government of India, Embassy of India, and consulates in Munich, Frankfurt, Hamburg, we could organize this big network where almost now more than 20,000 Indian students are studying. So that means a lot has come, and so we have around 26 to 30 networks of Indian students in different cities, small, big. So it is nice to know that when some challenges, like for example sickness, ill, or unfortunately even death or many other thing happens, then this network helps fast to get in touch with the right people and get things going. But also other side, during Corona, a lot of support system has been also provided so that the students also could survive when there are certain difficulties. So it's basically a supporting network for students, by students, and with great support from the embassy, consulates, and government. And so it was creating a trust among students and for students also from the top. So I think the most important challenge was really to make sure they motivate them, that is the right thing and to do. And I think we have been succeeding and successful.
You also the founder of the ISH, Indian Association Hanover, and in past Shakti for works very closely with ISH, and we got a lot of supports from you also individually, and I know you helped me lots to balance about the association aspect. So you have the one of the student association aspect and different cultural organizations, right, which are the diversity, right? So how you feel yourself, and what motivates you, and what are the challenges are there also?
Yeah, motivation is basically self-motivation. Obviously, I mean, you need to, you are there for a purpose. So you need to reach that purpose. Of course, you do not know, but whatever makes happiness, you do. So that's a very simple thing. What I do things that makes me happy. So irrespective whether it's a cultural or social work, anything for that matter, that's a bottom line. Obviously, the ISG is a German-wide network. It has its own challenges because it deals with students of all, and the Indian Association is basically something that started with students, and now it has developed into together with students, but also new citizens, Indian origin coming in, and it has become gold, child, family, and young professionals. So all See, India is a very diverse country, and we all grow in different kind of setting, and each and our household is different. Where we come from is different, so that's a big strength. But at the same time, that could be also a challenge. Our thought process could be different. We look at certain things in a different way. Maybe you say that in my place this is not working this way. We are not told to do this way. So these kind of things. But so you need to be very patient. You need to hear to people, you need to listen to people, you need to give voice for them as well. So at the end of the day, dialogue, I am pretty sure dialogue is the way where you can solve any issues. There is nothing that cannot be solved without dialogue, but you need a lot of patience and to overcome those challenges.
You are in politics also, and you are the member of parliament in Hanover. Would you like to say something about your political career or political field?
No, politics, I was always, I'm pretty sure everybody is political. Somebody is working more, somebody is less. So in India also, I was quite interested in that. So it was not for me a surprise that at some point of time I would have, but it took some time because I need to finish my PhD. I had few other things to get things done, and also with there was a right time. So 10 years before, I just got into in Hanover, where of course it's my home here, and a very elderly citizen of Germany who also part of the Social Democrats. He motivated me, and then so I joined, and it's a good time, and I could see a lot of things where I can feel myself, and also I could act upon also. And so it was very close to see how the system works, whether it's an administration or it's how the political process leads to certain things, and how politics is part and parcel of life and individual's life, whether it's about a kita or it's about energy or it's about electricity price. So there are different levels at the national, at the state, and also at local level. So I've been always blessed with lot of good people who have been supportive, and I could learn a lot and still learning, and I'm pretty sure I will learn till the last day of my life. So I think it's about learning process. So it gives me a lot of fun, and it gives me a lot of positive energy that we could make maybe one or other day a difference in somebody's life. Maybe for them it's a big thing, from outside maybe small, whatever it is. So I think I'm quite grateful that I have this opportunity, and hope I can give my best.
What is the difference, because you are much involved in the German politics, so how you think about the Indian politics and German politics?
Yeah, it's very difficult to compare. It's like, you compare between apple and peach, so that's literally impossible. But okay, in German politics, you have clearly that also somehow have reduced in the past, but still the parties have their own important focus, ideology, and all those things. Some parties focus is mainly on economics and business. That's what their focus. Some on environment, very high on the agenda, or some on the social aspects on the agenda. So those kind of things, there is a clear deviation of certain topics. Of course, they work on the whole, but still there are focus. But in India, I think parties have everything. So all the national parties, one cannot differentiate that this is and that. So basically, they work on all the topics which is important for them, And you have a lot of regional parties. I think in Germany, you don't have much of that, for example, especially in the south, and also, but a lot these days in the east also, that there are a lot of regional parties in India. So I think they play a very crucial role. But in Germany, you don't have that much of regional party. And another thing is, in India, you need to have some kind of an influence in whatever way it is. Maybe you come from a famous family, or you are through somebody is introduced to certain system. I don't want to generalize, but mostly that's the case. Completely a raw person who just becomes a member and then reach a very big position is still not, that system is still not very much there. Somehow you need to get to know some kind of influence to get certain things. But here at least my experience is very simple. You don't, obviously I haven't known anyone, so I could also reach certain position, and so I know others also. So here I think a lot to do with your competence and talent and your hard work, and you are sincere and you are interested. So I think that is a good way.
And why you choose SPD?
Yeah, for me, I think many of my aspects, what I chose, fit within that party, whether it's a social aspect of it, or that's also, but also whether it's because to supporting the laborers, or trade union kind of things, and many other things. Though it is not that much as it was in the past, but still these are very central for me. Togetherness and diversity also is very important. Support for international people of international origin being here, and all those things. So these are policies which also, but later there are other policies of solidarity also being part of it. So for me, I think this was the party where most of my, how I look at life, fits into it. So that's why I chose this.
And what do you think about India-Germany relationship?
It's good, it's positive, it's solid, and I think Germany respects India, and at all levels, and especially in science and education anyway, quite a lot, and culture as well. And of course, there's a lot to do in terms of technology transfer, or in terms of in industry cooperation and investments. So I think India respects Germany, Germany respects. So it's more than 75 years of diplomatic relationship, and as a world largest democracy, India, and one of the strong country and engine of Europe. I think we are well, but we have a long way to go. We need to do a lot. Yeah.
What do you think, we, the Shakti or ISH or other association can work for the development of the German society or Indian German society?
See, any association like ours, Diaspora Association, one of the focus should be creating a meaningful dialogue between, the local people and also those, of the country, between India. So a best and better understanding of what India is, because obviously there can be things that can be in the press or in the media, or that can be misleading. One has to bring authentic India and what India has to offer, and to build bridges between India and Germany, and to the place each and everyone lives, whether it's Bremen, Hannover, Hamburg, or Aachen, wherever it is. And so that is something, I think that's the most crucial thing, to build bridges, to really bring an authentic understanding of Germany to India, India to Germany.
Anything you would like to make any interesting stories about your India-Germany relationship in your through your personal experience?
Not much. I think it's most of the things were straightforward, and I always had best of relationship with also people, whether it's consul generals or ambassadors or any other from the missions at all levels, officers, and I need to say that they have been supporting greatly, not just because of me, it's because of what at the end of the day, the cause of it, whether it's a diaspora associations, whether it's students associations, whether it is any support. I have had the best of support, and for the largest good. And they have been always for Indian diaspora when their issues are there, and also a lot of cooperation projects when something is required being passed on and they could take up. So I think it has been, for me, at least in that front, it's quite. And also I have had a very good stay till now in Germany. I had a very positive effects of it, and otherwise I would not be here for 22 years now, and it's my home. India is my home, Germany is also my home, Hanover is my home. So it's been quite blessing, and I'm thankful that this life is being given to me, and of course one misses home, family, in a larger extent extended family. But I think this is also something that through that we can support on both sides.
Would you like to say something about Shakti IFAO? What you feel, how you feel about the Shakti IFAO?
No, I mean, I have been following quite a lot from its establishment, and thanks that Saksha IFA is there, and they are doing good job. Wherever possible, they are also promoting the culture and the value, and you are working also time to time with the Verwaltung and also with the political establishments in Bremen. I hope that Sakya Iva does further good work, and bring more solidarity and get together and support students. I know there are a lot of students you are supporting as well. So it continues, so that at the end of the day, we all do the same thing, being there to support whoever it is in need, whether it is we are focusing on Indian diaspora, but at the end of the day, if even somebody international students comes, we do the same. So I think it's a good work you are doing. Keep it up.
Thank you very much, Dr. Bala Ramani ji, for your kind words. Definitely, we are committed to work together with the society, with the various organizations, and through the in the past, we worked in North Germany, approximately 17 organizations, like the COVID Relief Fund. So we worked with them, and we always get supports from the naturally with consulates and from local Bremen governments also, and embassy also.
Thank you very much, and wish you all well, and good stay in India. See you soon in Germany. Take care. Thank you.
Very much. Thank you very much.
Namaskar.
Thank you. Namaste. Bye.